part of your life is writing songs, and that's why I got you here, and I want to hear.
All right.
I want to hear one of your new ones that you got.
One of my
there,
new ones.
Polk.
Okay. All righty. Figure out what key I'm doing this in. I think I'll just do this. I think I may have written this the year after this, but one of my big influences here is Willie Nelson,
right.
And of course I went to the picnics. I was at the first one and the second one and on, and so I've got a little different idea of what went on back then.
Have you been to every one of them?
No, I hadn't. I quit going. I guess at the time they had it up at Buck Steiner's, and there was some trouble up there at that time, and you know, I just kind of outgrew it. I couldn't take that heat staying out there all day. So anyway, we packed the truck with lawn chairs, coolers, food, and beer. Caravan joked on our CB. What's your 20, honey? Camped out at the KOA, sang the outlaw songs. Snowbirds joined the party. Oh, we danced and sang along. Well, my fingers hurt, my voice was hoarse when we said goodnight at the Willie Nelson picnic on the 4th of July. Well, we parked in knee-high Johnson grass, a half-mile from the gates. Oh, the crew was doing sound check on the stage. Testing 1, 2. There was folks on cots and blankets and a smile on every face. We stretched the tarp, hammered stakes, and made a patch of shade. Well, I eased back in my lawn chair, took off my farmer straw, and a chug-a-lug, a double of the hair of the dog. Willie Nelson picnic, 4th of July, get wild and crazy, hot enough to fry. Whoa, the good times remembered, yeah, the rest of your life. Yeah, Willie Nelson picnic on the 4th of July. Well, I stood up, stomped my feet, clapped and sang with the band. Oh, the second-hand smoke got me high. Hey! Oh, the hippie chicks were dancing, taking off their clothes. The beer went through the crowd so fast, the party's overflowed. Well, I looked up at the Goodyear blimp and sweat stung my eyes at the Willie Nelson picnic on the 4th of July. You know it's getting there, getting back, and all that stuff between. Reminisce and joke about it, stretch it at the seams. I really did some fun things I thought I'd never do. I shed my inhibitions and moved closer to the truth. Willie Nelson picnic, 4th of July. Get wild and crazy, hot enough to fry. And when it's time for me to go, I wouldn't be surprised if heaven was a Willie picnic. Might be a Willie picnic, bound to be a Willie picnic, way up in the sky. Oh yeah. Oh, you know it. Bound to be a Willie picnic up there.
4th of July yet?
Not yet.
Let's go. I tell you what, anybody that's been to a Willie picnic can relate to what you're singing there.
Oh boy,
yeah.
I tell you, I don't know how we survived.
Yeah, and hot.
Yeah, at one of them there, and I had an article done in the paper on this song, and I submitted the song, so they print the words in the paper, and instead they liked the narrative that I gave them about the porta potty rolling down the rim rocks with the man in it, and everybody gathered around, and he come out there looking like just a big old baby Ruth. I'll tell you. No, anyway, that's a true story. I think it was a doctor that was working out there or something.
Yeah? Oh.
That's a true story. It was out off of Highway 187, and we, after that, Barbara and I got us a little ranch on Dead Man Creek.
Mm-hmm.
We drove by there, and I said, boy, that looks familiar. And I kept going by, and I said, what they'd done, they'd made a big stock tank out of where all the people sat and put a big fence around it at the boom, and they had some exotic game in there, you know. So anyway, that place is still there, but the old stage is gone.
Right.
And I was out there at that time as an attorney, and I was supposed to be watching the gate and make sure nobody run off with the money and all that kind of stuff. Well, Right at the end of the thing, here come the IRS, grabbed everything, took off. So Willie, this isn't Willie's first rodeo.
Willie paid part of his IRS debt then.
Yeah, back then they just closed it and you know, and took off with it. And I had all those contractors; they were a little upset about it. And that was the last Dripping Springs Willie Nelson picnic. But it was a real good time.
Well, that's a fun song. I